Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is So What's Wrong With Getting Reborn as a Goblin, Volume 7. The art is by Tsukasa Araki, original story is Nazuna Miki, translation Caleb D. Cook, and lettering by Carolina His. Alright, so, I've said it in so many different videos, but there is a massive amount of manga that has been released in years about reincarnation. Seems to be the really popular thing. Reincarnated as a vending machine, reincarnated with all my memories, reincarnated with the cell phone, reincarnated doing karate. Like, pretty much if you can think of it, there's been a reincarnation take on it. So what's wrong with being a goblin, or being reincarnated as a goblin? Yeah, reborn as a goblin. This series is about this guy who dies, comes back as a goblin, except uses his knowledge to basically organize goblin society. Goblins in this world have a very short lifespan. They only live 7 days. So he has figured out ways, and they all have skills. That's the other thing, is like every goblin has a skill. So basically they burn bright and die quickly. So he's figured out a way to like build this society that the skills get passed on so they can level up quickly and actually gain knowledge and actually advance as a society. So this is like a benevolent ruler in a lot of ways. He's created alliances with a human, and he himself has become a baron, this king goblin named Akira. So a count has decided that he's a little pissed off about this and basically decided to wage war against Akira, and he's using other goblins that are mind-controlled against Akira. The problem is if Akira kills a human, all hell's about to break loose if he does that. So he has to figure out a way to defeat this count without killing any humans. So, what's Akira going to do? Well, that's what the volume's all about, is Akira coming up with a solution to basically defeat this count without building up any body count. Once again, we see that this is a very intelligent manga, very intelligent story, really thinking through the problem and how to solve it. You know, it's a lot of like skills and powers and all that, and of course the powers just so happen to be able to be used to like solve these problems, and it always seems to be a power that, you know, is available to solve the current issue. But that's kind of part of the fun of it, because now we get to see that even though Akira has really kind of come to the apex of his ruler, he's become the Goblin King, so thus being able to unite all the Goblin Kingdoms that are out there, his rise is noticed by many, that he really is a threat, not just to the count that he's going against, but even the people he has become allied with. So there's clearly, I'd say, bigger machinations being done to figure out how to deal with Akira and make sure that Akira doesn't become a true threat to everyone. It's a really interesting volume that I think, one, closes the chapter, this current chapter and storyline that's been going on for 2 or 3 volumes at this point. But I think the bigger is it sets up what comes next. You know, there is clearly a recognition that Akira has grown in power, grown in ability, and grown the Goblin Nation to the point that the Goblin Nation might be a threat to the humans that are out there, that they might be a real threat beyond just Akira. And that Akira is going to be around for 80 years. So this is a threat that's going to last for a very long time. It's interesting. It's really, really interesting in that, you know, it's that thing where, you know, you recognize your ally has grown to the point that he might no longer be able to be your ally. Where this goes, I have no idea. A lot of the issues, as I said, isn't Akira like killing people, but Akira figuring out ways to solve problems without killing people. So there's a lot of diplomacy, there's a lot of trade, there's a lot of negotiation. And we see some of that here, and who knows what will come, because he's gained a lot of power, he's gained a lot of influence, he's gained a lot of followers, and his kingdom's grown, so what's next? So it's a really solid volume. It's a great volume in that it, as I said, it wraps up one storyline and really kind of kicks off what's going next. And there's a lot of teases to it, and there's a lot of hints, and you can kind of read into that this is going to get a much bigger threat to Akira than Count Gignas. Art continues to be really solid. It's a series that I think does a really good job of this fantasy style with, you know, Akira being in like overalls. It's good. It's really, really good. There's a cuteness about it, but there's also like, I feel like this is the one where the dark clouds really are rolling in, and there's some hints as to shit's about to hit the fan. Go get it. If you've been reading the series, this is really, really good. Overall, I'm kind of burnt out on the whole I've been resurrected and reincarnated genre. There's like maybe a half dozen different stories that I think are really good. This is one of them. This is one that really does stand out. So go check it out in shops. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code to tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so you get a small percentage, and by doing that, you'll support our site. So thanks for that. Just watching our videos, support us as always, so thank you. If you are into manga, if you're into comics, graphic novels, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading that manga, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.